So let's walk through what the purge method is, what purge meditation is, and how you can actually go about doing this. Okay. So this really isn't a method that you can do with guided meditation. So I would walk you through it myself, but I find that doesn't necessarily work. And I'll explain to you why in just a minute, because it's different. It works in a very different method. Okay. This isn't a time for you to get into a place to start controlling your thoughts. That is the first principle of purge meditation, is stop worrying about controlling your thoughts. And in fact, that's really almost the only principle of purge meditation. Now, there are other things that you need to do, I think, that can facilitate the benefits of purging all of this stuff out of your mind. But really, the main principle is stop controlling your thoughts. I know that is completely contrary to what most meditation practitioners teach, but that is the secret. That's the secret to purge meditation. You know, I say there is no secret, but and there you go. I just told you the secret, right? But that's it. That's the magic sauce, the secret sauce, whatever, magic ingredient. I don't know, whatever. Call it whatever you want. But that is it. The point is to stop controlling your thoughts. Okay, this hit me one day many years ago. I told you in the last video that I was just struggling with trying to figure out how to make meditation work for me, how to use all these different methods to control my thoughts, to visualize, you know, all these really great ideas and these really great methods, but I just couldn't get them to work. And the reason was I couldn't get my mind to just quiet down. Couldn't keep my thoughts from running away from me all the time, no matter how much I tried. And I tried and I tried. And that's when purge meditation really came to me. This idea came to me just suddenly, all at once. It was like, hey, Blake, stop trying to control your mind. There's so much stuff in there, so much bouncing around, that you have got to let it out. You've got to process that information out. You've got to purge it out. Open up those purge valves and let it all just flow back out. Okay? That is the secret. Now, this is where the tough part comes. Many of us have grown up in societies, in families, or in cultures that have told us that you have to absolutely control your thoughts. You have to control your mind, right? I don't disagree with that. In order to be a functioning member of society, you do need to be able to control your mind, right? You do need to be able to focus on what you're doing. But that's not what's happening here in this purge meditation moment. Okay, this is a time where you need to take all of those rules, those restrictions, whatever it may be, and put them aside. This is for the greater good, I promise you. Okay, this isn't something where you're going to get lost into all these crazy thoughts. It will purge itself out and you will feel better afterwards. In fact, you will be better able to control your thoughts and to focus your mind after you finish this purge meditation session, or multiple sessions, however many times it takes you, repeatedly. This is a tool to actually help you be able to focus more. So when I tell people you need to stop controlling your thoughts, I always get this kind of funny reaction that you can see people sweating a little bit. Yeah, but aren't I supposed to control my thoughts? I've always been told that I need to control my mind. Yes, I get that. Okay, this is why a lot of people call purge meditation, this purging method, the anti-meditation, because meditation is all about controlling your thoughts, right? This is something totally different. The benefits of this are the peace of mind and the calm, quiet mind that come from other forms of meditation. So it's really not anti-meditation if you're looking at it from a benefit standpoint, right? What is meditation anyway? What does it mean to you anyway? So, all right, so here's how this goes. I'm going to walk you through this. I prefer to find myself in a private place, so that hasn't changed from most meditation practices. But instead of doing things to quiet my mind, I try to do at least one or two things to wake my mind up. So for me, I love thunderstorms. It's one of my absolute favorite things. I love thunderstorms. If there is a storm coming, I want to be out in it. Okay? I get really upset if I miss a storm. If I'm at work and a storm came and went while I'm doing something else, I get frustrated. So Storms to me are very intellectually and emotionally stimulating. They just wake me up. So a lot of times I'll put on my whatever personal assistant you want to use, speakers or whatever. I will put on a storm sounds, right? You can find tons of them on YouTube or whatever, and I'll turn that on. Sometimes I recommend using something else to stimulate your senses, like smelling a lemon for me is really, really awesome because that smell just wakes me up, right? My senses just come alive, that citrusy smell. I absolutely love it. So if you don't have a lemon, maybe have something lemon scented or lemon oil or something of that's safe to smell. I know they make cleaning products that smell a lot like lemon. Don't go grab your cleaning products. Please be smart and responsible with this. But find something that wakes you up. Something that you hear that just makes you come alive. Maybe it's a certain song or a type of music. Maybe some sort of smell that works to bring you alive. I like this because it wakes the senses up. And what that does is it then kicks this up here into high gear. It gets your brain going. Those thoughts are now moving, okay? This is totally contrary to what other meditation practices tell you to do. And that's okay, because again, we're using a different method. Our goal is the same, but the way to get there is very different with the purge method, okay? So, all right, you found yourself in a private space. You've got something going to kind of wake up your mind, a lemon scent, whatever. I don't know what it would be for you. Cinnamon, something that's a strong smell, something that really, really resonates with you. Not a gross smell, but a strong smell that wakes you up, and a sound or something of that effect, okay? And then, honestly, just lay down, sit down, make yourself comfortable, whatever it is. Close your eyes, and then just let your mind go. Just start thinking. Just let it go. And I know that can be tough because people say, well, Blake, what should I think about? Nothing. No, I don't want you to think about anything specific. It doesn't really matter. The point of this is not to come to a solution, right? The point of this is not to think about that problem at work or at home and I need to find a solution. No, just think. Let your mind go. You've got to practice opening up those valves, those pathways of information and of energy in your mind, and just to let them flow, okay? Your mind is such an amazing thing. Amazing things happen in our minds. And we are so good at trying to restrict them, about holding them back and reining them in. There are times for that. Absolutely, there are times for that. But there are times to let go of the reins. Picture your mind as this amazing animal. I like to use the visual of this amazing horse, this stallion. It reminds me of some fantasy novels that I read when I was younger. The good guys running away from the bad guys, the monsters, whatever they were. And he's on this horse that's just absolutely amazing. And he remembers the wise counsel of the wise sage that told him, if you get into trouble, just trust the horse, let go of the reins and let it go. And that image has just stuck with me over the years, and saying, okay, just let go of those reins and let that horse run. Let it go where it needs to go, and it will get you to where you need to go, okay? That's what I want you to do here, is let go of your mind. Let go of the reins and just let the thoughts flow. Now, here's what may happen. I want to warn you about this. Thoughts may come into your mind that you don't normally want to think. Thoughts that you may have been told are bad or make you unclean or whatever it is from your personal background that may come in. This shame, right, that kind of says, oh, don't think those thoughts. Remember, these are not thoughts from you. Okay, I want to stress this. This is outside stimulation. This is outside information that's been just thrown at you. You're trying to get it back out. So if you're trying to control it and hold on, no, don't think that thought, well, then that thought's still stuck in there. It's still stuck in there. There's a famous saying that I hear every now and then. I use, if you repress it, you'll obsess it. So if you try to repress these thoughts, you'll actually end up obsessing over those thoughts. And they'll control you even more than you can control them. Letting them go, letting this flow is a way to free yourself of those thoughts. I have tried this many times. People will ask, well, will I get lost in that? What if angry thoughts come up and I don't want to get lost in my anger? You won't. You won't get lost in your anger. I know that fear. I've been there myself. You won't. It's a normal process to just let these thoughts back out. So what you have to do is remove the shame from yourself. And remember, these aren't my thoughts. This is just stuff that has been thrown into my mind from all the stimulation that in this crazy world that I live in. As it's coming in, I got to open up the floodgates and let it back out again. So just lay down, sit down, close your eyes, and just let your mind go. And don't shame yourself. Whatever thought comes into your mind, let it play out. You'll quickly find that your mind will move on to the next thought, and then to the next thought, and to the next thought, and you'll just process it all out, and away it goes. After you've done that, and give yourself some time, give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I love 10 minutes. 10 minutes is great for me. You may not have that amount of time. That's fine. Set a timer for 5 minutes if you need to. Just give yourself some time and let it go, and then see what happens. I'll be honest with you, some amazing things happen for me. Honestly, I don't nap. I don't enjoy napping because I feel like there's so much in my brain that I need to be doing something. These are times when I fall asleep. I actually fall asleep because I'm letting my mind just run and run and run and run and run. I'm not controlling it. I'm not looking for any solutions. I'm not trying to solve any problems. I'm just letting my thoughts run. And honestly, there have been multiple times when I have let the timer, if I set myself a timer on my phone, the timer has woken me up. Like, whoa, hey, I was asleep. I actually fell asleep. I actually got to a place where my mind was quiet enough and peaceful enough that I fell asleep. And then that's when the peace comes after that. You can really start to feel wow, that pressure has just moved away. Okay? That's a beautiful thing. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen on the first time, second time, third time, whatever. Everybody's different. But as you learn to practice this kind of meditation, learn to let that information influx go back out, flow back out, right? It's kind of this river. Just let it flow, let it go where it needs to go. You will find you have more capacity to focus on the important things in your life, the things you want to focus on, right? You'll find more peace and actually more energy at the same time because your energy inside is not being taken up with all this extra stuff. Right? Your life will move more smoothly. Now then, if you want to investigate some of these other kinds of meditation, guided meditation is something we talk about a lot here at the university. It's very important in developing self-love, right? That second pillar of the pillars of happiness is very much about guided meditation. It's about learning to tell yourself how much you matter, the value that you have, rewiring those neural pathways in your mind, neuroplasticity, right? To really truly believe that you matter and that you have value, that you love yourself. A lot of that has to do with guided meditation. So if you struggle with guided meditation, then purge first. Use purge meditation first. Sit down, give yourself some time and let those thoughts flow. Okay? Then you're in a great place to be able to sit down with some of the guided meditations that we have here at the university to help yourself really start to believe that you matter and that you have value, that you love yourself. Okay, all right, that's purge meditation in a nutshell. So it's basically find a private space, find something to wake up your senses, a scent, a sound. Again, I like lemons, I like thunderstorms. Find what works for you, something that wakes your brain up. Get yourself comfortable, sit, lay, whatever it is, close your eyes, some time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Let your mind run, okay? Remember that image of riding that stallion, that horse, running away from whatever it is, and the wise words from the wise sage that just say, let go of the reins. Just let go, and then let it flow. And push out all the shame, all the guilt, all of the words and the rules that have been put on you about your thoughts. Push that all away. That doesn't apply here. You are letting go of those thoughts that you've been told that you need to control for so long. Let that all flow. Let that all go. And once it's gone, you'll find that you're better able to focus and better able to find peace and calm moments and control your thoughts when you need to and want to control your thoughts in the way that's most productive and most beneficial for you. So, okay. All right. Good luck with purge meditation. You can come back here anytime, watch this video over again if you're struggling with it. You can do this, and I'm excited for the peace that you're going to find.